The Cipher of Damnation is a long but important quest chain in Shadowmoon Valley. Rewards powerful weapons, a fire-resist necklace, and it leads directly into the Trials of the Naaru, which are part of the Attunement path towards Tempest Keep the Eye, and eventually Hyjal Summit. So in this guide, I'll walk you through the entire Cipher of Damnation quest chain, including all 3 fragment paths, the final boss encounter, and the rewards you get at the end. It begins in Shadowmoon Valley, with the quest Hand of Gul'dan. Alliance players pick up the Hand of Gul'dan from Earthmender Sophoris at Wildhammer Stronghold, and Horde players get the same one from Earthmender Splinthoof in Shadowmoon Village. From there, you'll begin hunting down elemental spirits across Shadowmoon Valley. These early quests include enraged spirits of fire in the earth, water, and air. Simply put, you drop the totem of spirits that you're provided with and hunt elementals. When they die, their souls will be captured by the totem. After completing these in order, you'll eventually meet Oronok Torn-Heart, who becomes the central character of this questline. Oronok sends you through a few more quests, including I Was a Lot of Things, where you find tubers in the ground. Make sure a boar is in close proximity, use the whistle, and a boar will dig up the tuber. Collect the tuber after. So you need to be practically standing on top of the tuber when you blow the whistle. No boar will come if there aren't any nearby, so try to find a tuber close to some boars. If you're lucky, you could get more than one at a time. And watch out for thieves nearby. I saw some players on flying mounts trying to snipe tubers from other people. A lesson learned is the follow-up quest. Pretty easy if you have flying. Just find eggs nearby and collect 10 of them. Then there's Truth and History, where you listen to Oronok's story. He explains that the Cipher of Damnation has been broken into 3 fragments, and each fragment is held by one of his sons. This is where the quest diverges into 3 chains. To complete the overarching quest chain, you'll need to recover all 3 fragments. The good news is, you can complete these 3 branches in any order. But if you want a recommendation, Fragment 1 is the shortest and easiest, while Fragment 3 is the longest and requires a group to finish. The first fragment questline starts with Grom'tor, son of Oronok. This is the shortest branch of the 3. You'll complete Grom'tor, son of Oronok, then the quest Grom'tor's Charge, where you kill Naga at Coilscar Point and collect their keys. Open nearby coffers until you find the fragment. And then the first fragment will be recovered. Once that's done, return to Oronok and move on to the next son. The second fragment comes from Artor. This quest includes Artor, son of Oronok, Demonic Crystal Prisons, where you defeat Pain Mistress Gabrissa, Lon Goron, Bow of the Torn-Heart, where you kill demons until they drop the actual bow, and then Artor's Charge. You summon a spirit hunter to aid you and defeat Veneratus the Many. The quest completes when you recover the second fragment. With 2 fragments recovered, you only have 1 left. The third and longest branch involves Borak. This path includes several quests where you infiltrate Illidan's forces in Shadowmoon Valley. The quests include Borak, son of Oronok, of Thistle Heads and Eggs, another easy quest with flying. Collect eggs until you find a rotten Arakoa egg. The Bundle of Blood Thistle. Take the egg to Tobias the Filthgorger in Shatrath. To catch a Thistlehead, drop the parcel provided nearby on the bridge. Wait for the RP and jump Envoy Icarus after he dismisses his guard. The Shadowmoon Shuffle. Collect 6 pieces of Eclipsean armor at Eclipse Point. What Illidan wants, Illidan gets. Use the Blood Elf disguise to speak to Grand Commander Rusk. After the dialogue completes, head back to Borak. And finally, Borak's Charge. Defeat Rule the Darkener, a level 71 elite. You'll want a group for this. Loot the third fragment, and return to Borak. You'll get to choose between 6 rare quality items. Now that all 3 fragments are recovered, the questlines finally converge. After turning in the 3 fragments, you'll receive the final quest, the Cipher of Damnation. This culminates in a boss encounter in Shadowmoon Valley to complete the ritual and finalize the storyline. So grab another group, or ideally stay with the same group you were just in for Rule, and defeat Cyrukh the Firelord. This is quite the RP and takes a few minutes for him to actually appear. Once the boss is defeated, the quest chain is complete. Every player is rewarded with a fire resistance necklace and a choice of one of several weapons, including a caster staff, a healer staff, a two-handed axe, a tanking one-handed axe, a bow, or a melee dagger. These were actually some of the strongest quest rewards available during early Burning Crusade. So how does this lead to raid attunement? Well, once the quest is complete, you'll receive a letter from Khadgar in the mail. When you visit him in Shattrath, I'll send you to speak to a doll. This unlocks the Trials of the Naaru, which are the required steps toward attunement for Tempest Keep the Eye, and then eventually Hyjal Summit. So while this chain can take a while to finish, it's a major milestone for players progressing into TBC's raid content. A doll will now offer 3 quests: Trial of the Naaru Mercy, Strength, and Tenacity. All objectives must be completed in heroic dungeons. Rescue Millhouse Manastorm in the Arcatraz, collect Murmur's Essence in Shadow Labs, and Calathresh's Trident in the Steam Vault. And finally, retrieve the unused axe of the Executioner from the Shattered Halls. Complete those 3 quests to unlock Trial of the Naaru Magtheridon. Defeat Magtheridon, then return to a doll to receive the Tempest Key and the Phoenix Fire Band. And that's the full Cipher of Damnation quest chain that leads directly into Tempest Keep, the Eye Attunement. If this guide helped you out, make sure to like and subscribe for more TBC Classic guides covering attunements, reputations, dungeons, and raids. And if you're currently working through Shadowmoon Valley, let me know in the comments, what was the most annoying quest in this chain? Personally, I'm pretty sure I was a lot of things. Still takes the crown with all the running around you have to do with the boar and finding the tubers. Anyway, as always, thank you for watching, and I'll see you in the next video.